You should be glad you're still alive.
Oh, you're not the savior I imagined.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like I just got Ulrich killed. Stupid idiot. You stupid idiot. Oh shit. This is annoying. Alright, you know what? I'll live with the consequences. Hey, nobody. Hey! Sick him. Sick him. I'll let the dog kill him. Christ! He is dead, I think. Oh my god. Mutt! Did you half bury him already? Yep, I think he's dead. He's definitely dead. Okay, the earth rejected the bandit. The earth rejected the bandit just then. Oh my god. Okay, things have gone wrong. I guess the Rosenbergs are deprived of an agent, and so is Sigismund. Okay, did that count as a kill? This is what I wanted to test. No, so it looks like if the dog kills somebody, it doesn't count as a kill for us. So this is good. So maybe I can just use the dog to kill enemies. Where am I? Oh my god. Devilish cows. I mean, they do have horns for a reason. So yes, unfortunately Ulrich is a bit, well, let's just say that his bravery is greater than his wits. So yes, be very careful with Ulrich. He breaks easily. He's like a fragile toy. Ah yes, Master Bailiff is breaking into the rat house. This is not trespassing. So yes, the bailiff does have some fancy furniture, I have to say. Alright, now get up. I can't believe that people would actually sleep like this. I can't believe that people would actually do that. It's gotta be so uncomfortable.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Is that why you're naked?
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapota.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something.
So yes, you can also tell him about the copper. It's 6:30. I have never seen an NPC get up this early. Wonders will never cease. I guess there is one NPC who's not lazy in the game.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred. He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
I can confirm that. Hangovers are no joke. Hangovers are no joke, so make sure you drink a lot, folks.
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution. Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. You'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Does Florian have any enemies?
Most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage. The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but
Ne'er-do-well.
on occasion I made an exception.
Alright, so there's nothing else we can do with Master Jerome, although I don't know which chest he refers to. Okay, so let's go speak to Florian.
Yeah!
Because he has the plague apparently. The plague of what? They didn't say, but it could have been anything. Judging by his encounter with the bath women, I'm sure it's a plague of cooties. Lol. Yes, complete. Ah, here you go. He's finally going to the workshop. Okay, I'll get him on the way back. My god. Long distance face washing. You can basically bypass the entire quest by going and speaking to a certain ne'er-do-well hanging around here. Yes, a certain ne'er-do-well over here. Hello. Okay. I ran around the entire town and he's only just barely getting to his workshop. It's unfortunate, but he is the best smith for Pribyslavitz. So which means that we kinda have to be on his good side.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again, lad. It's worked wonders for my trade.
Already?
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as a doornail anyway.
I think in-game, Otter basically keeps his shop closed for a few days or at least a week or so, but eventually does open up again. I don't believe that Vitus takes over, unless I'm mistaken, but Otter should be back in business in about a week.
I'm glad your trade is going well. Now, about our little deal.
Ah, that little matter. Right.
Oh, now he's getting second thoughts? I'll give you a bonk with my mace.
So, out with it. How was it all arranged?
One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly, but I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
So it's kind of redundant. You find out the same information from Zach and the overseer's assistant. So yes, everything points to that camp over there, which we've already covered, so it's a bit redundant. But it is good to prep Zach to leave the town, because he won't leave and join your Pribyslavitz unless you get rid of his duel with his feud with the Master Otter. This guy, how many times is he gonna wash his face?
What do you want?
Oh, it's my smell, isn't it?
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Now I'm deeply disturbed by that line. So Esther didn't usually offer that kind of service, quote unquote, and she just sent her in. What? Oh my god, if you read between the lines in terms of what she said, she basically sent a girl who doesn't do prostitution to serve a customer, quote unquote.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Okay, that's fine. So that gives us a bit more information about what's happened. So So that's, I believe that's a bit of a hidden chat you can have. But let's see, he's Florian up. No, he's not. Yeah, I'll give her a coin.
Young sir, I can see your future. All the joys and tribulations yet to come are written in your palm, and I can read them there.
Why not? So, what fate awaits me, good wife?
Things will get worse, and then they'll get better. You'll always be going here and there, back and forth. God has his own plans for you, just as he does for everyone, but yours are different. It's written in your palm, indeed it is.
That is so generic.
Thank you. Here's your coin.
I thank you, Goodman. There's not many who treat me as kindly as you have. May God be with you.
God be with you.
Take care.
Why not?
Oh, is she
Well-
gonna...
Thank you kindly.
Oh, I wanted to listen to that conversation. Because I've never heard anybody go to the soothsayer. Oh well, never mind. Oh, he's open already. He's already open. Okay, this is funky. Alright, the guy has to be up, right? He's gotta be up now. Come on. Surely he must be up. What the bloody hell? So firstly, Ulrich is dead. Now this guy refuses to open up. You know what? Hopefully nobody goes past. Whew, lucky. Alright. Sometimes you have to take... Bloody bastard. He's just sitting there. Sometimes you have to take drastic measures, unfortunately.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
He's not
What do you want
supposed to
from me?
reveal that.
Straight
Henry
to
the
the point
dumbass.
then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
I'll deny everything, you can't prove it. But because we spoke to the people in the baths, we know
It's got
this.
something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Goodbye.
So there is one way to find the secret entrance to the mines. The problem is that it involves killing 2 bandits. There should be a guard patrolling this way. Oh, okay, so maybe I can use the dog to kill them. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll see if I can't knock them out, pull them off somewhere else, and then get the dog to kill them. So we got one guy. Actually, let's see. If you drop them off from a height, does that cause them damage? I've never tested that. Drown him. Yeah, drowning does work in this game. Bite him, dog! You bloody mutt!
Stop! Hear me? Stop! I give up!
Yeah.
Okay, that hit him. Okay, he's dead. Now, did that count against my kill? No, it didn't. So it looks like the horse kills don't count against us. to see the conversation. But it's a very nice and very unique conversation between these two bandits.
What are you doing here?
Oh shit.
Tired of life, are you? Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! Raise the alarm!
Fuck! That hurt. Did he...
Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Shit!
I'll slaughter you. Raise the alarm!
Okay, fine. Gotta kill him.
To arms! Get over here! Get it! You're dead!
Go, weaken!
Oh, come on. Don't tackle me.
Fucking come on.
What's the matter?
Oh, not the tackle animation up, but...
I'll slaughter you.
Take that!
Oh, I killed him. Oh, shit. Okay, time to... And now he wants to sick the dog. Bloody dog. Okay, this is the conversation here.
Please. Mercy.
Tell me what you know, and we'll see.
Of course, of course. What do you want to know?
Who hired you?
A knight. His name's Jezek of Ronov.
Where's your workshop?
In the mines.
The mines are bloody enormous. I need a bit more than that.
It's in an abandoned shaft. Outside there's a camp, but I was only there once at night. When they wanted us at the workshop, we went the back way.
The back way?
Aye. Not too far from here, there's a ventilation shaft. We marked the tunnels with chalk.
That will take me all the way to the workshop.
It will. Just be sure to keep the markings on your right.
Got it. What do you know about counterfeiting money?
Hardly anything. I know they do it in the workshop and they make a bloody good job of it. I always double-check any coin I get from them.
And you don't know anything else?
No. We were hired near Kuttenberg by that fellow Jezek. We were supposed to kidnap the girl and keep her here, that's all.
This Jezek, what can you tell me about him? Is he a nobleman?
So he claims. Sir Jezek of Ronov, he calls himself. I think he's from Moravia originally. The lad said he's a terror in those parts.
Yeah, I never would have guessed.
Margrave Jobst had Ronov Castle razed, though. It ain't nothing but a ruin now.
And what shall I do with you now?
What? You'll let me go, won't you? Of course you will. You gave me your word.
But I didn't give you any word, did I?
I didn't promise you anything. And even if I had, I'd lose no sleep over breaking my word to a thief.
I might have known. And what do you plan on doing with me?
So we can let him go. Now the funky thing about this is that if you take him to prison, you have to make a trip back to get Esther. So you can't take both the bandit and Esther at the same time. So let me do that.
You're coming with me. I'm sure the Sasau bailiff can find some room for you.
Okay, so that's what happens if you kill everybody except the one guy and get him to surrender. That is a completely hidden conversation. There's no other way to find the back door to the workshop. Oh shit!
Sir, a word if you please.
Who the hell are you? I nearly killed you, you bastard! Jesus.
May I have your attention for a moment?
Oh no, this is combat.
We've met before, haven't we? We have, and I defeated you in combat. No doubt you would like a chance of reprisal.
Have you still got that armor that doesn't fit you?
Ha! You haven't disappointed me. I quite understand. You won't fight just for the sake of it. But you'll have to wager some silver. Otherwise, what would be the point?
All right, why not?
I'm glad to hear it. Let's get to it then. I'm over here.
Oh, he surrendered already. Okay. Single bonk.
The reward you've earned.
Well, there you go. I got my revenge. I think that secret entrance is towards here. Yeah, you gotta. If you follow this path, if you follow that path, that will take you towards the secret entrance.
Yeah.
And here is the not so fair maiden. Now, another way to get in here is just to sneak in.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward, too. This whole time he knew where I was.
You can you can tell her off. There's a funny line if you tell her off. But yeah, you can kind of take his side, or you can actually plant a seed of discord here. But yeah, let's see.
For the love of Christ, will you be quiet? You should be glad you're still alive.
Oh, you're not the saviour I imagined.
Yeah, well, life's full of disappointments.
We should probably set off.
That is amazing. So Henry just basically dissed himself. He called himself a disappointment. We can get her to go on her own. Yeah, we'll go back.
I'd hate to
we need to
lose you
speak to
on the way.
Rapata.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapata.
They found me in the tavern one evening, caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapata. And a night they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Right, so Rapata is very easily found. That's his horse, by the way, right there. That is his horse. Doesn't say Rapata's horse, but we know what it is. Okay, now. He's gonna run off to the camp.
Are you Rapata by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
So yes, that's because we did a whole bunch of investigation.
I know you buy quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
See ya!
Let's leave it for another time.
Yeah, he's gonna make a run for it. He does make his way to the camp. So if those guys weren't dead...
No, I give up!
Yeah. Now, ideally you want to let him go and get out of town before you actually tackle him. Or knock him off his horse. If he makes it all the way back to camp, then you'll have to fight those guys if they're still there. But if you actually discover the location of the camp, you can go there and scare them off. If he goes to the camp and there's nobody there, he'll surrender as well. But if you tackle him here, you can't kill him.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullets mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullets Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronoff only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronoff back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
I get the feeling that Rapata wouldn't have ended up well, even if Jezek ended up with getting his lands back. Associating with somebody like Rapata isn't exactly what a knight would want to do.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
The higher-ups at the monastery have some kind of involvement. Now, exactly which faction I don't know, but I have my suspicions. And that line about the Hungarian nobleman, that's a bit of a hint as to the true boss of the game. Who we supposedly don't know about right now, but, you know, spoilers. I know who it is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
Yeah, so unfortunately, because I'm trying to avoid killing people, I can't offer him that kind of mercy. Yeah, I can't let him go either. Ironically, sparing him now is actually worse for him.
An honourable death? No chance. It's the dungeons for you, and the sort of punishment a counterfeiter deserves. Don't worry. In time, you'll be glad of the gallows.
So that's Rapata taken care of. So nobody is left to warn the Hungarian noble about us taking down the counterfeiting operation, and pull out the Respect My Authority mace, which I think is a little bit blood encrusted. Yeah, might have a little bit of blood.
Hurry it up, we haven't got time to waste.
That's the workshop right there.
We have to make at least another 3.
Well, I never.
Well, I never.
What do you want here? I don't know you.
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Radzig Kobyla, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
So instead of a conversation with Ulrich, we have to have a duel with what's his name?
I'll manage. Sometimes even a king can be deposed without an army.
So I'm a king now, and you want to dethrone me? By the way, who betrayed me?
So let me do this, because I think most people wouldn't have spoken to Esther's kidnappers.
The men who were holding the engraver's sweetheart.
I knew that was a blunder. What they did was bound to get noticed. Well, never mind. It was nice talking to you. The company down here hasn't been terribly convivial. But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
I don't know if we can convince him to give up. I don't think it's possible.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobyla's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive, and you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzig? It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master
Oh, okay.
Faithful will be itching
I guess
to
you
ask
can
you a few
convince him
questions.
to give up.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Faithful. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rate. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
I take this as a bit of a role-playing justification to do my own missions, because we've actually got rid of the counterfeiting operation. So the next thing that the main quest sends us off to do is to infiltrate the camp, and that's a little bit early for me. But let's go up north to Pribyslavitz, and I'll sleep there. Now I'm probably a couple of hundred groschen in debt. I'm gonna finish off all of the side quests before we go and report to Sir Radzig. Yep, so we spent like 4 days, so that's about 400. Hey! It's my chest, you bastard. Marius is very, let's just say, jealous about his money. Or our money, right? What do you mean, who am I? Jesus, man. Okay, so there's a lot of things you can do. Now, first things first, we need the woodcutter's camp.
We'll need woodcutters to ensure timber supplies for building.
Yeah, we're losing 100 gold every day. Right, so all of the people are now working on getting logs, and that's what we need in order to start building the town. However, it will cost us money to run that, so we'll need a road and we'll need the road, and then we can build a trader's house.
That rickety old footbridge won't do. We need a proper bridge and a firm road.
So in terms of gameplay, building stuff in the town is actually quite simplistic. It's just a question of having enough money and then just, going through the animations and watching the cutscenes. So there's nothing particularly amazing about it. But it is much better if you actually blend it in with the rest of gameplay. Yeah, let me do the judgment. He'll wait for us, I believe.
There's another unpleasant matter for you to handle.
Nothing too terrible, I hope.
That's for you to decide, Master Bailiff. As you know, the woods and everything in them belong to our liege lord. He gave you the right to make use of them. But as far as I know, no one else is allowed to hunt there.
Let me guess. Some of our fold are putting game on their tables from our woods, and I have to deal with them.
Just so. A case like this ought to be judged by his lordship himself, but I fear Sir Divish might be a little too strict in this matter.
So what are my options?
You can hand the poachers over to justice, let them off with a warning, or, of course, one can always turn a blind eye and leave it in the hands of God. What's your decision?
I usually tend to go with this, especially because we're now officially the master huntsman. So it is literally our job to make sure that nobody's poaching, so just letting them be is not really acceptable. We can either warn them, but if you punish them, that's a little bit too harsh, I think. So I usually tend to warn them off. But I take it as a warning that we should provide some food for the village, right? Because people are poaching because they have no food.
We'll confiscate the poached game and put the fear of God into the culprit so they don't do it again. No point in carrying it any higher. We should keep our own affairs in order.
A wise decision, Henry. I'll see to it.
Yeah, he's resuming the run. And that's the road, nice and solid. Now where are you going? In order to build pretty much anything else, we need to get supplies. So yeah, in order to get supplies, you need the trader's store.
Trade is important, and we'll have a wagon bringing goods in, so we'll build a trader's store.
Okay, so let me make my way back to... Okay, there's another judgment. But I think that's better we can afford to build right now.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
I don't think they would have known about this back in the day. But, you know what? Fine.
What kind of disease?
Digestive disorders, fever, even death.
Ah, what a load of nonsense. We always poured our shit out right there on the road. They even do that in Prague, for what I've heard. What else would they do with it?
So yes, back in the day, it used to be the case that people would shit into a pot and then chuck out the contents onto the road. So if you lived in a second-story house in a city, yeah, you got to rain shit down on people walking below. Oh yes, cities stunk like there's no tomorrow.
Is it true about Prague?
Admittedly, in many cases, yes. But often there's no other option. The wealthier citizens have a latrine in their courtyard which they empty out whenever necessary. The common folk do empty their chamber pots on the streets.
See now.
But it's also said that if the Turks ever try to attack Prague, it's the stink that will hold them back, not the walls.
Yes, and combine that with people not bathing, let's just say that there's a reason why people kind of poured perfume onto themselves. Back in the day, yes. Be thankful that you have running water, people. Be thankful.
What do you suggest, Master Marius?
Let the people answer the call of nature at least 100 feet downstream from the village.
What? That far? What if I get the runs? I'd shit myself before getting there.
What if you get the runs? Then maybe you should run faster. Lol. Okay, so I haven't tried 150 feet, but 100 feet usually tends to be a good compromise. But yeah, I haven't, I don't know what happens here.
Defecating will only be allowed at least 100 feet from the village.
But, sir...
A wise decision, Henry.
Well, at least we have permission to go and shit again. I'll go and tell the fellas we can go to the stream. It's been a tough few days.
You mean you haven't been since... No, don't say it.
They've been holding it in.
No.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. Anyway. But yes. I appreciate that the game actually takes into account human needs, right? Because let's be honest, everybody goes to the toilet and has a shit, right? So most fantasy games kind of have like all that kind of business magicked away. Yeah, so now we're losing 225. So we built the woodcutters camp, the bridge, and the traders. The traders makes a bit of a profit, but everything else is kind of costing us a lot of money. Yes, we're basically losing a heck of a lot of money every day. Now, if you look at the top right, I have about 2,000 gold. So I'm gonna have to make some money pronto, otherwise in 10 days, or let's say 8 days, we're gonna be in trouble. Imagine Call of Duty having the feature to shit. Well, it would literally be the call of nature duty, lol.
Yeah.
When nature calls, one dare not refuse. Hopefully that kind of feature won't end up in VR. That would be rather unpalatable. You could get unnecessarily detailed when it comes to that kind of business.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the reviews? This game allows you to shit 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for realism. Right, now we built a few buildings, and you can employ specialized workers. For one wood chopper that we can recruit is available over here. Another one is back in Rattay. And we built a traders, and there is somebody who can recruit back in Rattay as well. So hopefully that will help us offset some of the losses. And we can also make a Kunesh. You know, you remember Kunesh, that guy? You can make him into a productive member of society, finally. If you recruit him to be a woodcutter, he's actually quite good at that crap. No pedestrians, nothing hidden. Oh, actually, Commons! Commons versus guards. Oh, actually, let's see if I can't help. Yeah, fine. Oh no, I'm not supposed to kill him. Oh shit. I'm not supposed to kill him, okay. Okay, oh that may be a kill. Yeah, that was a kill, I think. Oops.
Curse it! I double.
Okay, now because we helped the guards, that gave us a reputation. Now, did I end up killing someone? Oops. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so 4 Kumans killed, 11 people. You know what? Kumans aren't people. Okay, fine. Sorry, my bad. I got so excited about helping. Okay, so I think what happened was that you had a bandits versus Kumans fight, and then the guards turned up. Okay, I was just hoping to get a bit of reputation with the guards, which I did get, but unfortunately I ended up, well, it seems that I'm a bit too good with the mace. Yeah, look at that, 70. Has he gone to sleep already? Oh, you lazy bastard. What are you doing back here? What is Sir Hanush doing back here? Oh, yes, you can also do this.
Sir, I have reason to suspect a family in Ujits.
Suspect? What are you talking about, Henry?
I suspect that they're heretics.
Are you absolutely sure?
Absolutely.
Bugger it. That's all I need. That vicar sniffing around and heretics to boot.
The question now is, what do I do?
Have you spoken with the vicar?
Not yet. I didn't want to without your orders.
Well, you have to tell him. Now. Immediately.
Okay, so there's 2 conversations that happen as part of the heretics quest. If you come back and if you speak to the vicar first and then come back and speak to Hanush, he'll have a unique conversation, and this is the second one. So once you confirm that the Baos are heretics and you speak to Hanush, this is what happens. Let me do this. They don't look dangerous.
See
what?
He'll go for us.
They didn't look dangerous. In fact, except for a few small things, they didn't act in any way different from ordinary Christian folk.
Don't ever speak that way again. For the love of God, if they're heretics, they belong in the flames. And that is that. I'm no master of theology, and I've had my own disputes with the clergy, but I'll tell you one thing. My whole fiefdom, the whole country, the whole of Christendom stands on unity. And whoever violates that unity is my enemy. It doesn't matter if he violates it by not paying his dues to his liege lord, or by praying in the wrong way. Understand?
Yes,
but what if we're united by the wrong things?
What exactly do you mean?
I understand that we have to stand united, but those people were getting along fine with their neighbours in Ujits. All they did was pray a little differently. Who did that hurt?
Enough! I don't have the time for a philosophical debate with a blacksmith boy. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's good that you ask questions, but now is not the right time. You do see that, don't you? To think if anyone else heard you talking like that. God forbid. Now go back to Ujits and report what you saw to the vicar. Off you go.
Okay, there's a tournament tomorrow. That means money. Do I have enough for a bet? I should, right? Yes, I do. I have a bit of a theory as to why he's so angry. Because if you think about it, he can't be seen. He can't have anybody suspect that he's actually supporting heretics. So he has to be absolutely clear that you know, he supports the church, right? Can you imagine if he was suspected of heresy? If you speak to him at the beginning of the quest, he's actually quite blasé about, you know, have you ever met a heretic? Ah, they don't exist, do they? He kind of implies, you know, that he doesn't give a crap. So I was really surprised when I came back and spoke to him and discovered those lines. Hey, why don't you make more by selling his body? Sexy Henry. Maybe he can pull off the medieval twerk. That will bring the ladies. But yes, unfortunately the game has no animations for twerking. Am I dancing sexily enough? Have some decency or I'll twerk in front of you. Yeah. Do you think I'm sexy? Do you think I'm sexy, Kunesh?
Look here, Kunesh. I can't watch you wasting away here anymore. How would you like a job?
Working for you? Where?
In Pribyslavitz. We're rebuilding the whole settlement. You could maybe work there as a woodcutter.
Well, I could cut wood. But what's it worth to you?
What do you mean, what's it worth? I'm offering you a new life. For once in your life, swallow your pride and seize the opportunity while you still can.
It's easy for you to say. You're right, lad. Though I hate to admit it. Ever since my old woman left, I've had the devil riding on my back. But you leave me my booze. What else have I got in life? As long as there's ale to wash down the dust, I'll work for you.
Now, he's actually quite valuable as a woodcutter. Is that? That is Cornelius.
Listen, wouldn't you like to move to Pribyslavitz? I need someone there who's able to read and write and do sums. If you can do that, you'd make a good merchant to handle building materials.
That's nearly the same job I had at the Skalitz mines. And they were the most profitable mines for miles around.
True. We don't have any mines, of course, but if you could handle the trade, that would help me a lot.
I know enough about trade, but I won't work for nothing. What are you offering?
Yeah, so you do have to convince them. You can either pay or something else, but yeah.
Naturally, you'll earn coin enough. Don't tell me you want to spend the rest of your life struggling here. I know you're a fellow who recognises a good opportunity, and that's exactly what this is.
Ha! You're right about that. Very well, I'll move there. It don't look like we'll be going back to Skalitz anytime soon anyway.
Those two, Kunesh and Cornelius, should offset some of the loss. Unfortunately, we can't take some people like, say, Antonia. I do have a tournament tomorrow. That should give me an opportunity to make 1,000 groschen.
Don't you want a little wager on the Ratte tourney?
I wonder, Miller. I wonder, would you like to wager on the Ratte tourney?
About betting on the tourney, I'd be interested.
A nice little wager. Well, break a leg. Literally, I hope.
Ah, it's Henry. For a moment there, I didn't recognize you through that layer of dirt.
Ouch. Ouch. Fine. I need a bath. But yes, this game insults our appearance, insults our clothes, insults our smell. Bloody hell game. That's not raspberry. That could be raspberry. It is.
Would you like to go to Pribyslavitz and work as a woodcutter?
I'll do it.
Alright, so you can... Hang on. That's it? No questions, no demands?
I've got one question. When do I start?
He's eager. He's eager.
I have a feeling there's something you're not telling me.
Oh, all right. It's true. It's just that it'd suit me to get the hell out of here right now. The thing is, this one time, I had a bit of a roll in the hay with the baker's daughter, and, well, damn it all. It could be any fellow who got her in the family way. Everyone knows she'll go with anyone who's got 2 groschen to rub together. Well, to cut a long story short, I'd rather make myself scarce before her pa set some hired brutes on me.
There is unfortunately nobody else to take, so...
My word. I'm sorry I asked now. But I'll take you.
Is it 2 woodcutters? I haven't found anybody else. That gauntlet looks amazing, okay. Come on, get it. He's done for, he's done for. Yeah, he's done for.
Gotcha.
Come on, Gay. Oh, my mouse. Bleed! He's done for. He's done for, he can't block. Yep. Oh, right to the face, that's gonna hurt. Oh, my mouse! Okay, bloody hell game. Master Strike cheese. Master Strike cheese. Okay, fine. I'm happy to lose one round. Oh, nice! He beat me to the... That was a nice stab. Well done. I'll pay that one. Oh, I thought, what? I thought I was pulling off a master strike there. No, don't F these. Language. Oh, okay, nice. I'll take that. He did very nicely there. I don't have a combination, of course. Oh, Master Strike cheese. Oh, nice. Bonk. Of course he pulls off the Master Strike cheese. Right to the face. Yay, get excited. Wrong button. Oh, nice stab to the face. So yes, different swings have different speeds.
Scheiße!
Scheiße, your motor. Oh, smashed. Okay, fine. Alright, he's gonna Master Strike me cheap. There's something wrong with the inputs during the tournament. The timing's different. Oh, of course, Master Strike cheese. Oh, what the? Hey. Oh, what the? Oh, more for Master Strike cheese. Something wrong with the timing. Oh, one. Okay. Okay. Oh, oof. Well, that was rough. All right, fine. Bonk. This guy's cheese is like those. Hey, I wasn't trying to do that. Of course. Oh, he smashed my face in. Nice. Yay! So excited. Oh shit. Step to the face. This is cheesy. Come on. Come on, game. Okay, fine. Time for cheese. Step to the face. Really? Really, game? Really? Okay, fine. Oh, I guess I lost. Oh shit. Alright. Actually, what was the prize? Yeah, okay, so I think that was still a piece of armor. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. See you soon.